You are not behind. Let me say that again. You are not behind. You think you're behind, but you're behind from who? From what? You're behind of other people. But guess what? The journey that you're on and the path that you're on is your path, not someone else's. Cuz the people that you think you're behind of, that you're falling behind of, haven't gone through the same things that you have. They haven't done the same things that you have. They haven't faced the same struggles that you have. So for you to say that you're behind of someone else who may have had things handed to them, may have had to work for everything themselves. But for you to say that you're behind of someone is you comparing yourself to other people. Because you may look over and you may see that someone is far ahead of you, but what does that mean? They might not even be happy themselves. Who knows? Maybe you're just comparing one factor of their life. Maybe you see that they have more money than you, but they're broken internally. They have no one to talk to. They have no one to lean on. They don't have any family at all. And for you to say that someone is ahead of you that's just absurd. You have to change that. You have to change that in here. Because you have a path that only you can take. And you have a journey that only you can discover. You have a road that only you can light up. And you would be surprised to see of where that can take you. And if you don't like where you're at right now, and you're comparing yourself to other people, that's not gonna fix anything. That's just gonna lead you with sadness. That's gonna have you depressed. And that's just gonna overall have you feeling like you're not enough. And I say this all the time, but comparison is the thief of joy. I know that a lot of people believe this as well, but if you're constantly comparing to what other people have and what other people are doing, and then what other people have done, that's not going to bring anything to your life. That's not going to make you happier. One, it's going to make you feel worse about your life. And you're comparing yourself to people you don't know, and that you have no clue what they have done, what they have struggled with, what they have gone through, or maybe what was handed to them. But you're just seeing the best parts of their life, and you're comparing it to that. And life isn't always going to be great. No, it's not. It's not always going to be good. And for you to assume that someone just has a perfect life is, like, man, that doesn't exist. None of that exists. A perfect life doesn't exist. So stop trying to have one. Because you're not behind. You could be 40 years old thinking you're behind, thinking you're struggling, but you're really not. Because you have your own path, you have your own journey. And I don't care what anyone says. You can make it happen. And you can make it happen. But it's not going to happen out of nowhere. You have to figure out why you're doing it. And you got to ignite that spark within you. And then you have to steady working. It's not going to happen out of nowhere. None of it happens out of nowhere. People don't find success out of nowhere. And maybe, like, success has so many meanings. Like, one person's views of success is different than another person's. A lot of people place money as a viewpoint of success, which I would highly disagree with. You don't always have to have money to be successful. You can have a successful family. You can have a successful life without having money. Like, money doesn't solve all your problems. It may make you happy for a little bit, but it won't solve everything. And just know that for you to say that you're behind is telling yourself that you're comparing yourself to other people and you're only looking at the best parts of their life. You're not looking at any of the other lives, any other parts of the life, any of the work that they go through. Because someone can look good on the outside as much as they want, but you have no clue what they've gone through, or you have no clue what they're going through. So you're not behind. You have a path and you have a purpose. And you may not know that right now, but you'll find it one day. And hopefully my videos can help you find that, and hopefully they can just ignite that spark within you. But today I want to get on here and just preach that you're not behind. You're never behind. Being behind is not a thing. It never will be. You can be 50 years old and you can make the whole world turn around. It might be hard. It will be hard. But know that you're never behind. And know that if you think you're behind, you're just comparing yourself to other people. And these people, where do you see these people? Mainly on social media. Mainly on social media is who you're comparing yourself to. And what is social media? It's fake. 90% of it is fake. 90% of it isn't actually what it seems. 90% of it isn't all that. People who put their lives out there typically already have it. Like, anyone you see out there typically already has success. And hopefully that's what makes me different. I don't have success. I don't have any of that. And what am I doing? I'm preaching to you. You're listening to someone that has nothing. I have absolutely nothing. I made it all myself. And I wish you all the best, and I hope that you just know that you're not behind. You're never behind. There's no such thing as being behind.